That's a huge liability if in fact we are dumping on their property, so that was my main concern.
Let's get a survey. I don't know where we're at on both places, actually.
Now, how come you didn't stop and talk to him?
Well, our highway guys are right there. And what difference is it gonna make? I figured the highway must have given permission to dump there. We've got signs there, no dumping.
No, we should stop and talk.
No. Like I said, why would I? If our guys were there, they obviously gave them permission, so.
They won't dump there no more.
Thank you.
So let's move on to the oldest Mack truck, the plan moving forward with that.
I would be against sending it down the road. I don't think we use it as much as I thought we were going to.
What's it worth? Whoever wants it the most, right?
Yeah, somebody's got one just like it, and they need parts for it, it's worth a lot to them.
Would it be better off advertising for it or sending it to the auction with a price on it?
That online auction's the way to go.
Yeah, yeah,
Would you do, send a plow with it too?
yes.
Well, we need to get some kind of number that, we don't wanna we don't wanna get it handed to us, We need to get some kind of idea.
I'm thinking between 10 and 15, if you're lucky. I mean, watch some more on the internet, some of the older trucks that are going, and we can go from there. Or I can call Mac and see if they can give me some kind of idea.
When is the auction? Do you know when the auction is, Jeff? Is it coming up right quick, or they have them every?
It's always going on.
Online, it's all the time, yeah.
I guess I'd rather table this for next month to get some kind of an idea on a price, so we could say, hey, this is our, we're not gonna take anything less than 12,000 or whatever they think it might be worth. I thought last year, or maybe in the previous years, I heard a number somewhere around 10,000, the same thing, 10 to 12,000.
Yeah, well, jumps up.
Yeah.
Too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, things are going very high on there.
So maybe they'll say it's worth more. I really don't know where it's going.
Unless you guys wanna move forward with it now and say, let's say nothing less than 12,000, and if we get more than that, good.
It's gonna take a while to get a hold of somebody to get it in the, whichever one we can get it in, Auction International, or T-Sworth has a online auction every month.
That
So.
Auction International though, people have just been
They seem to,
crazy. The last hour of it, they just go nuts.
yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. But the prices they're paying for things.
I mean, the good news is it's running, it's on the road,
Yeah.
You wanna table it then?
it's up to you guys. I guess it doesn't matter either
More
way.
about it,
Okay. Take it.
but try to make plans on getting rid of it.
Want a motion for that?
No, we'll just put it on the agenda next. Okay, and then, part-time laborer, Jacob Smith left. So do you wanna put an advertisement in the shopper for that?
We've got a part-time laborer right here that's already had his resume in. That lives right here in town. Why do we want to waste more money advertising again?
Plus, he's got a CDL. He's had it for 20 years, no accidents, and he's got tanker endorsement.
There's also a couple others that we've had from the last time that are candidates too, so.
So you think you can pull from the previous resumes
Yeah.
or applications?
Okay. So you'll work on that? So next up, we need to approve the 2021 emergency plan. It was sent to the union with a deadline of April 1st, 2021, and they never provided any input. I've sent it out to everyone to review and make any notes. hopefully we don't have a bad pandemic again.
Still,
Hmm?
still.
Well, to where we're totally shut down again.
I got my shots. I hope it helps.
So there, any questions or comments on it?
Are they gonna give us any problem for not getting us in?
The state?
Yeah, or is it supposed to be by the end of April?
It was supposed to be April 1st, but we had to submit it to the union,
Mm-hmm.
so that was the whole.
Okay, so that'll be okay then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we have to submit it to them, we just have to have a plan in place.
Okay. I'll make a motion to pass the public employer health emergency plan for the town of Fremont.
Roll call?
Lansberg,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Peter,
Aye.
Murray.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstained.
And then how are we making out on the Toshiba lease?
I talked to our rep today and asked her for a quote on purchasing that machine with a maintenance contract or leasing a new machine similar to the size that we currently have. So I'm just waiting to hear back from her.
And then, we talked about the last meeting to meet at the town barn to look at the roof. And then I noticed the door, a couple of those doors are pretty bad. The one in the garage, you can see air, not that much air down the bottom.
The pass door.
Yeah. So, did you wanna meet down there? You know, we talked about. Okay. You wanna set a date or,
Something.
Tom, were you gonna meet down there also?
Yeah.
And Jeff? Do you wanna meet like next Monday at 4?
So at 4?
Yeah. Will that work? Will that work for you, Jeff? Tom?
Yep.
Okay, and then, I did have one thing to add. We've talked quite a bit about, we wish we could send out surveys to the people of the town and just, be able to get communications out. So I asked Courtney for our website, and there is a area we can have where people can sign up with their email address. And then we can have a database of all the emails and then send out special meeting notices, surveys, any kind of newsletters. So she figured about 2.5 hours. And if we chose the hourly rate, it'd be about $187.50 to get it set up. And then we could have about 2,000 contacts for free, and it's called MailChimp. And it allows a kind of a database of everyone's email address, and we can just send out updates to everyone and do surveys and stuff. So,
That's kind of cool.
So how do we do, but we have to have everybody's email address.
People go on the website and give them to you.
yeah, we need people to go on the website and, you never sign up for a newsletter on the website, it'd be the same exact thing.
So how are we gonna get people to know in the town to do that?
Well, we'll have to word of mouth, we'll have a little advertisement on the website. So, I mean, it's probably gonna take a bit of time to get a lot of email addresses, but it's a start.
So it was, would you say it was to set it up?
Approximately $187.50. She figured about 2.5 hours.
Okay. And what was the maintenance part of it?
There's no maintenance.
Oh, there's not? That was the only fee we would have?
Yep. That actually is gonna do two things. That will have, that will be that, and we also talked about putting the Google Earth map on the website to show our roads, along with any upcoming projects. And I think that's something that Sue and I can just do. It'll be a link for that.
Just off our website?
Yeah. But it would probably take a few months to get a lot of email addresses to where we'd be happy with sending out surveys, but I wanted to have people's name and address, because sometimes this town of Fremont's confused with the other one.
What if we're having a primary, you think we could put cards or something out?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
At least it would get some of them out there.
Or a sign, put it
Yeah.
on the door.
A bigger sign where they're actually seeing it, not just walking by it.
Yeah.
But one thing I think we need to check with the attorney about having people's addresses and emails on our website.
Well,
whether they
it doesn't
have
go
to-
on our website.
What?
It dumps into, kind of an Excel spreadsheet.
Which, I'm just wondering if there's some kind of consent form or something that they should be,
It's probably on there,
Yeah.
I would think.
what's
Through-
that?
Through that link, it's probably on there, something written in there. We could check with that though.
Well, we could have that as a heading, like I consent to give my
Mhm.
email address.
Cause we're
There's
not
a
giving it out,
disclaimer
we're
on
just,
it.
it's for our purposes to send information out.
Yeah.
You know, it's not for us to,
Right.
unless somebody.
Just throwing it out there.
gets-
No,
right, right.
it's, you gotta be careful nowadays with
Mhm.
everything. But it will basically take and dump email address, name, and address into an Excel spreadsheet.
Board of Elections, you think they have email addresses?
I doubt it. I don't know if they'd share their data. Because once you get
more
that,
information on this, we can actually see on paper and how it's gonna be set up and how it's.
I don't think so.
What's the site called again?
MailChimp,
Mail what?
MailChimp. It's a free,
MailChimp.
yep. It allows up to 2,000 contacts for free. You can create, send a newsletter or notices from MailChimp. We can upload an Excel spreadsheet of contacts if you have them.
So we should be able to find it right here right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just another way to communicate cheaply.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
A
Yeah.
newspaper ad's probably $200 an ad.
People have to input their own email address so forth if they wanna get on it. It's nothing that we're going to input.
No. It would just be a little thing on at the website that says, sign up for our newsletter. So they just enter in their email address and name and address, and it goes into a database for us.
And nobody else can see the other email addresses,
No.
correct?
No.
So we're doing a free one?
2,000,
That's what I don't trust.
yeah. No, it goes into,
The world today is screwed up with it.
I know. And actually, probably all of you guys should watch that NYMER, the internet thing, Sue.
The cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cindy tried to yesterday, right?
Yeah, I tried at home too, and there was no, way to sign up.
So in May,
Yeah,
They're gonna
sometime
get it
after
fixed.
May, they're gonna change their platform, so they're not accepting new, users. But once the platform's done, they will, and it's recommended that everyone have their own username and password, because that's pretty much how training's gonna be given, probably online and, through webinars like that. And we'll be required to, if we keep cyber insurance, we will be required to do the cyber training.
but the training actually was very informative and
And it's a half hour.
yeah,
It's not very long.
but it was interesting.
Mhm.
The See, there's a whole thing on here about privacy policy for them. If you wanna go on here and look at it.
That's metal check.
It's got privacy for members, privacy for contacts, visitors, and general information. What do you think, we should just kind of study it a little bit and then talk about it again next time?
Sure. You guys study it and
Sound good?
I'll write it on there. So then we just need a resolution to pay the bills on abstract 4.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills.
Roll call?
Murray,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Kiefer,
Aye.
Blanford.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstained. Dollar amount is $25,151.55.
And at this time, we'll open up for public comments.
I had a quick comment on the site there. It's, if I'm not mistaken, that particular one is gonna be similar to, almost any company that gives you option to sign up for something. They'll say email a name, and you might only just put your first name, you're thinking a name and address. But, there'll usually be a subscribe and an unsubscribe option, but there's also usually a full agreement, and you either check the box in order to move forward and go on, or not. So the disclaimer and the security features are on there that you can read. And it tells you, okay, if you sign up for this, then this is the access, this is who has, you know, the right to your information, and that should be within that piece. And if someone's uncomfortable with it, they should be able to unsubscribe.
And then it's all voluntary. Whoever wants to sign up will be
Correct.
voluntary.
Yep.
Anyone else? Go ahead, Bert.
Yeah, is physical fitness a consideration when you hire these people for the highway department?
I think that would be a violation of HIPAA.
Well, if they've gotta do manual labor, they should be able to physically perform manual labor.
Okay.
I've been doing manual labor all my life and I've been big, so,
Well,
Don't we have to
then you
have
could pass the physical agility test.
I don't think you can, I don't think there's, anything out to, like you say, the HIPAA and all that stuff there, I think that's discrimination.
Well, I think it's discrimination on me because of my age.
Do you have,
I never said anything about age.
yearly, physical?
They have yearly physical.
You have to for CDL.
Now, for municipality, I don't believe you have to if you're strictly within the municipality.
What's that?
That's true.
The physicals, if you drive an interstate, you need a DOT physical.
Yeah, municipalities have a waiver where they don't have to. Anyone else?
One thing that might interest you, the Association of Towns had a webinar on the new marijuana sale law. I assume it's in a podcast. I watched it live. One of their lawyers, Ms. Brackatella, was talking about the ability of towns to limit certain things, which is not much, but you can't limit growing or smoking, but you can limit sales sites and what she characterized as opium dens, which is where people go to collectively go and smoke in like a cigar bar. Those two things a town can opt out of. If you don't pass I don't know if it's a resolution or a local law, probably a local law, then everything is fair game, but that's something that might come up in some town.
Okay.
I don't know if in Howard we haven't talked about it, we might tomorrow night, but she put out a lot of information on the webinar. The AOT does a pretty good job on keeping towns up to date on the latest scourge of the state.
All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it was about a week ago, I guess. It runs about a half an hour,
Okay.
maybe a little less.
Well, I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Kiefer, Blanford.
Aye.
Smith, and
Aye.
Murray.